Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville. This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out.
Jacksonville rapper Yungeen Ace arrested by Jacksonville Beach police around midnight.
So Yungeen Ace has long been known in Jacksonville.
Are we good after that? We just gotta go to the back. You gonna get the camera with
Police documents connected to Foolio's death have now been made public, and with them came a shocking revelation. According to those records, investigators were informed by a street insider that Foolio's murder was not random at all. Instead, it was allegedly the result of a targeted hit, with claims pointing toward Yungeen Ace. The informant told authorities that the rapper had put up $10,000 to ensure Foolio was taken out, painting a darker picture of the rivalry and raising serious questions about how deep this feud truly ran.
Hey, on everything I love, bro. On the homies, bro, I put it on everything, on my soul, on my kids. I'm the one that smacked Foolio that night when he got at his birthday celebration, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna show my face and give my identity away or nothing like that, but you know, I did that, you feel me? It was money on his head, you feel me? I rock with Ace and them boys, you feel me? ATK, you feel me? I be in Jacksonville heavy, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you feel me? I did that, you feel me? I handled that, cause, you know, Ace had that money on his head, you know, Ace had them put that 10K up, told me to slide, told me to cause you know, he got tired of that nigga running his mouth playing all the time, you feel me? So what had to be done, you feel what I'm saying? So I just handled it, you feel me? It was what it is, bro.
The suspicions gained weight after Foolio's death, when Yungeen Ace appeared on Instagram Live alongside his mother. During that stream, she threw subtle jabs aimed at Foolio, making veiled remarks in front of a live audience. For many, that moment felt like confirmation of the whispers surrounding the situation, fueling the belief that the rumors carried more truth than speculation.
You're my best friend.
Hey, chat, y'all know what's going on though. Y'all stop playing with us, Talil. You talking ain't for churches, but you know the f go to a buff and get on your boy.
And we want to get that down. Foolio, Lulio, whatever.
Cheers.
During the trial over Foolio's death, investigators uncovered new evidence on a phone belonging to one of Yungeen Ace's associates. On it was a meme mocking Foolio, but what drew the most attention was its origin. The message had been sent directly from Yungeen Ace's own iMessage account, tying them closer to the case in an unsettling way.
State presented a picture from Gathrigh's cell phone taken one day after the murder, showing a bottle of Don Julio. The detective testified that, based on knowledge, this represents an insult to the rapper Julio Foolio.
That discovery alone was enough to connect Yungeen Ace's crew, ATK, to the crime. Authorities then widened their search, digging into more cell phones belonging to ATK members, and in the process uncovered an even larger pool of incriminating evidence that deepened the case against them.
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 block. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
The arrests of several ATK members sent shockwaves through the crew. But for Yungeen Ace, the fallout was even more alarming. While he remained in hiding outside Jacksonville, the city's top lawman made his stance clear. Sheriff T.K. Waters personally sent a bold message to Yungeen Ace, a move that quickly made headlines as news outlets reported. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters issues a direct warning to Yungeen Ace and his ATK camp following the capture of Foolio's shooters.
Long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
While on the run from Jacksonville authorities, Yungeen Ace took to social media to make a dramatic declaration. He appeared on Instagram Live and followed up with tweets announcing the end of ATK, insisting, "Ain't no such thing as ATK, no more." In the video, he portrayed himself distancing from the turmoil, signaling that the chapter tied to a TK was closed and behind him.
Ain't no more ATK, it ain't no more. What you talking about? Niggas don't do shit. Niggas don't do shit. You tripping. Everybody always got to say. These niggas. When the time for the Lords to be paid, where the niggas be at? Got all this to say. Where the niggas be at though? Where the niggas need to get buried? When the time to spend that money, where the niggas be? Always got shit to say, but don't be on shit, man. They don't get no feet wet or nothing, man. You niggas be talking, man. What's wrong with these, man? Talking about uncomfortable. Don't talk like me. Don't get the man. Why I say no more K.
What ultimately tied Young and Ace closer to Foolio's tragic death was a chilling text exchange revealed during the investigation. Authorities discovered that Ace had messaged one of the alleged suspects directly, asking a haunting question: what were Fio's last words? The suspect replied with a disturbing account, confirming Ace's awareness of details only those present would know. To grasp the weight of this revelation, it's important to walk through the newly released police records, which lay out Foolio's final hours in painstaking detail. Born June 21, 1998, Julio Foolio was celebrating what should have been a milestone weekend in Tampa, Florida. Instead, social media turned that celebration into a setup. He and his crew rented an Airbnb, and almost immediately, Foolio went live on Instagram, hyping up a pool party, sharing the time, and telling anyone who wanted the address to DM him directly. He wasn't cautious about broadcasting his location, posting, multiple updates that practically invited both fans and rivals. Within 2 hours, the party inside the Airbnb ended abruptly after police showed up at the landlord's request, forcing Foolio's group out. Unfazed, Foolio continued posting, this time promoting a nearby club appearance and even sharing the club's exact address. He made it clear to his followers and inadvertently, his enemies where he would be. When he arrived at the club, he doubled down, posting again about his precise location in the upstairs lounge, surrounded by friends and claiming they were 20 deep. What Foolio didn't realize was that across town, his rivals were carefully watching his every move. In a private iMessage group chat, they circulated his Instagram stories, planning in real time. By nightfall, they had assembled across the street from the club, waiting, watching, and preparing for the moment to strike. After the event ended, Foolio and his crew regrouped in the club's parking lot, while his manager scrambled to find new accommodations. They eventually settled on a Holiday Inn nearby, but the decision would prove fatal. As they drove over and parked, thinking the night was winding down, Foolio's enemies quietly tailed them from the shadows. Once the crew was idling in the Holiday Inn lot, the ambush was set in motion. The attackers gave a signal 3-2-1 before springing into action. A car barreled into the lot, headlights cutting across the dark, while 3 gunmen leaped from the bushes. Their objective was singular: locate Foolio and carry out the hit. Chaos erupted as gunfire rang out across the parking lot, sending Foolio's crew scrambling for cover. For police investigators, the coordinated precision of the attack, combined with digital evidence tying Ace's circle directly to the suspects, painted a damning picture of how a birthday celebration spiraled into a meticulously executed ambush fueled by social media oversharing.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Foolio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man.
Foolio's situation turned tragic when his own crew scattered, leaving him trapped in his car as 3 ATK members closed in. Within half an hour, headlines reported his death, and the story escalated quickly. News outlets noted that Young and Ace responded almost instantly with the release of Do It, a diss track directly aimed at Foolio's passing. To make the blow even harsher, Ace's closest ally reposted an old King Von tweet on Instagram that read, "Game over, we won, stupid." The song itself added another layer of cruelty. It flipped Foolio's own words against him. When had released When I See You, he mocked the deaths of Ace's brothers, rapping, "Went out to eat on his birthday. 4 hit, 3 pass in the worst way. He kept dissing on me and now we hit in 23. That was a direct jab at Ace's brother and best friend, known as 23. In retaliation, Ace fired back on 4 in the car, rapping about the same birthday, the 23rd day of the month, describing how 3 men were shot and 1 killed. But Ace's campaign of payback did not stop with music. Reports surfaced claiming that Foolio's mother herself was targeted in a series of shootings, and she allegedly named Yungeen Ace as the one responsible.
38. 3 exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2. This barrage of fire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video. This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out.
Authorities were convinced Yungeen Ace had a hand in the violence, and they pushed hard to prove it. After 2 months of digging, investigators managed to flip someone inside a TIC, securing testimony that pointed directly at Ace. The motive stretched beyond the loss of his close friend and brother. 23. It was also tied to avenging ATK Mitch. Interestingly, just a month before Fio's death, he sat down for an interview where he addressed the ongoing feud in Jacksonville, even revealing that there had once been plans for both sides to collaborate on a track meant to put an end to the bloodshed.
The mother, she's not involved, she was a nurse or whatever the case is. This is what I hear. She got 8 times. The police showed up and asked her, hey ma'am, who shot you? Guess who she allegedly said shot her? Allegedly, she said, I got shot by Yungeen Ace. Yungeen Ace was on some type of supervised release at the time. Police go, I guess his probation officer say, yo, you got to come in now. And they're about to lock up Yungeen Ace for shooting Foolio's mom.
According to police reports, investigators believed ATK staged a truce with Foolio to lure him into lowering his guard, a move that seemed to work when he recklessly posted 40 Instagram stories in a single night, revealing his location. This situation also connected back to the case of ATK Mitch, who lost his life in 2022. That April, officers spotted Foolio driving a Dodge Durango with illegal window tint and decided to pull him over. During the stop, they quickly realized who he was, arrested him on the spot, and placed him in the back of the patrol car. From there, Foolio was pressed with questions surrounding Mitch's death. Though he tried to play it off and deny involvement, police made it clear they wanted answers about what he knew. Once inside for interrogation, Foolio understood the gravity of the situation. But instead of cooperating, he chose to mislead investigators, fabricating his responses as they pressed him about ATK Mitch's case.
I probably didn't know this. Even though I said what I said, but bro, me and J.Dot Breeze supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably gonna get that shit in motion. So I wanna just get that shit out the way for the kids, for the youth and shit. And yeah, we gotta make this look better, man.
You and J.Dot Breezy have a Stop the Violence record coming.
Yeah, that shit, it's talked about. I DM'd about it. My big cousin wrote about it too. He said he with it, I'm with it. But basically right now we trying to find.
Detectives began piecing together Foolio's connection to ATK Mitch, quickly recognizing that the two weren't just distant acquaintances, they were bitter rivals. With that in mind, investigators pressed Foolio about his whereabouts during the time of Mitch's death, hoping to catch him slipping. One detective even tried to personalize the questioning, framing it as if he was simply trying to understand their relationship and how close they had been. But Foolio wasn't budging. He denied knowing anything, going so far as to claim he didn't even know who Mitch was. Detectives, frustrated but convinced he was withholding the truth, continued fishing for information, pointing out that if he truly cared, he'd want answers for Mitch's family. Still, Foolio stuck to his story, claiming he was in Miami when everything went down. When investigators pivoted, they targeted his music, highlighting how often his lyrics mirrored real-life violence in Jacksonville. They asked if he thought his songs were fueling the cycle of retaliation or provoking others, but Foolio brushed it off, insisting music couldn't influence anyone to act violently, that people were already living that life before the raps. He stuck firmly to the street code, refusing to give up anything despite mounting suspicion. Meanwhile, as the feds pieced together that ATK's retaliation connected not only to the death of Yungeen Ace's brother, 23, but also to Mitch, Yungeen Ace added another layer of confusion. During an Instagram Live, He spoke about Foolio in a way that was both mocking and oddly complimentary, almost as if he wanted to blur the lines between rivalry and friendship. Many believed this was a calculated move, a way of muddying the waters, in hopes the police would back off, even as it was clear both camps knew Foolio was directly tied to the violence.
I used to stay on the corner. He would come over there, show his, support.
What type of work do you do?
What type of artist?
You're an artist. Yeah. Okay. As far as mix go, what are you hearing?
Nah, really, I was in Miami when I heard the news. You know what I'm saying? I was down making music, and I saw posting on Instagram, mix. Everybody, the whole Jacksonville, mix.
Once authorities unveiled their findings, linking Young and Ace to the payments made to 5 hitmen Militia, Isaiah, Sean, Rashad, and Davin, they painted him as the mastermind pulling the strings. With that label of kingpin hanging over his head, the backlash was immediate. Concerts were canceled one after another, stripping him of the very income he relied on. The moves weren't just about punishment. They were strategic, designed to weaken him financially so that when it came time to fight in court, he would struggle to afford a strong legal defense.
While I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case.
Ooh.
You have a friend that recently got killed?
A lot of friends that,
Recently? Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me just rundown on y'all relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
What made the situation even wilder was DJ Academics, claiming he had already seen it coming, warning Young and Ace that he would be the next target. Instead of taking it lightly, Ace felt disrespected by the prediction, viewing it less as insight and more as someone speaking doom over his name.
If you may know or hear something, then that'd be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom, then I'm pretty sure you would want her to have some answers as well.
My little brother, I don't know who did. I don't know. I ain't here. That's what I'm saying. You will never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I just heard they say little brother. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Miami at the time though.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Yeah. But I'm
you think that your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself through your music had anything to do with,
Nah, because even before I was rapping, it was, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music, that's why somebody, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, do you think it influenced someone or triggered someone, like the way y'all going back and forth with it? Do you feel that way?
Nah. A song can't make no.
When Young and Ace sat down for that interview, no one expected it to spiral into viral territory. But soon after, the internet caught fire when a previously unseen clip of him lying in a hospital bed began circulating. Whispers claimed the person behind the recording was actually connected to the same incident that left Ace's brother, 23, dead. Allegedly, the man who filmed Ace in his weakest moment was paid off by Foolio's circle. In the video, Ace can be heard pleading for help, pushing for a door to be opened, and trying to comfort his brother who told him he could not move after being shot. The raw desperation captured in that footage added a chilling layer to the already tense story. When authorities finally released their perspective, their conclusion was blunt. The violence was fueled by the music itself. Drill rap, once thought to be tied only to Chicago, had firmly taken root in Jacksonville. Police described how certain rappers were effectively being run out of town, forced to leave because their music stoked so much animosity. One of the most infamous examples came when Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles was sampled. What seemed like a harmless, catchy tune was turned into a diss track where names of real individuals from Jacksonville 5 or 6 in total were called out directly. These were not just names in a song. They were people with families, parents, siblings, and loved ones who were left to endure the pain of seeing their tragedies mocked. For the artists, it might have felt like lyrical warfare, but for the families, caught in the crossfire, it was anything but a game. And so the question lingers for listeners, was Young and Ace truly tied to Foolio's death? Or has the cycle of drill-fueled retaliation twisted the narrative beyond the truth?